welcome to my travel vlog. So the topic today is how to travel when you aren't feeling your best. Maybe you have a chronic illness, maybe you have cancer. I just want to encourage you, don't stay home. You can do it, you can travel. It just takes a little bit of planning. I used to stay home for the first couple years when I got cancer. I just stayed home. I thought, I can't do that. I don't know how I would do that. I can't walk, I can't do this. So I'm telling you, you can. You just have to plan for it. And through this video, through this vlog, through this travel vlog, I'm gonna kind of give you tips and tricks of things that I've done that maybe you guys can maybe take a second look at and maybe do them for yourself. Or if you know of somebody with a chronic illness, pass this video along. That would be helpful. All right, traveling with a chronic illness or cancer requires careful planning, right? Consult with your healthcare provider to ensure that you're fit to travel. Number one, that's the first tip. I wrote my tips down because, I forget a lot of things and I want to make sure that you got this clear and precise. So the first thing is consult with your doctor. Make sure it's okay. Tell them where you're going. Be very honest about the terrain there, everything, how far you are from a medical provider, everything. Tell them everything so they can give you an honest yay or nay whether you should go or not. Okay, but really sometimes the doctors, they go, yeah, you can do it, whatever you feel like, yeah, go for it. Okay, so you have to kind of use your own kind of instinct and intuition along with what the doctor says too. All right. So number one was consult your doctor, discuss your travel plans, medication schedule, very important, and any precautions with your healthcare provider. Okay, so sometimes when you're traveling, the time changes, like for me, it's 3 hours ahead in Tennessee, right? So my medication schedule needed to be adjusted a little bit. My insulin needed to be adjusted. Everything kind of needed to be tweaked a little bit to match the time zone that I was traveling to. So talk that over with your doctor and make sure you get that one. That was tip number, that was one, let's just say that was tip one. Kind of all goes together, right? Now tip two, medications and supplies. Pack extra medication, medical supplies, and necessary documents. Keep them easily accessible. Your insurance, if you have travel insurance, that would be great. One thing that I do is I write down on a piece of paper that is easy to get to. I put down my diagnosis, and I put down I have diabetes type 1. I put down every single thing, and then I put my medication schedule there with the bag with it. So that is tip number 2. Okay, now on with the vlog. I have been offline for about 3 weeks. I gave myself a vacation. And if you want to find out why I gave myself a vacation and why I needed a break desperately, I'll post a video right up here and you guys can go back and watch it and then come back to this vlog and then it'll make a lot more sense to you. Anyway, I am coming to you guys from beautiful Tennessee. It is absolutely gorgeous here. I am just, this is my first time here and I am in love. This is just, if you guys live in Tennessee, drop me a comment down below and tell me, you don't have to tell me where you live, but just tell me if you like Tennessee or not. I have family here, my kids are here, my grandkids are here, so I am here for the week and just enjoying the heck out of life. I just wanted to share the room that I'm sleeping in while I am on my vacation with my sweet, sweet family. This is the princess room right here, and these are all of my friends that I get to sleep with. I'll introduce you in just a minute, but I wanted you to see the beautiful like canopy type bed that we have, and then I have this beautiful, beautiful bed that I'm sleeping in, or actually this is Thea's little bed, but over here, look at all these beautiful toys. Isn't that like so cool? But I get my very own bed right here. And I think it has a unicorn on it even. Pretty nifty, right? and dollhouse to play with if I get bored. And over here, all the jewelry. Oh, this right here is super special. Let's get rid of the icy hot. This is super special. This was my mom's when she was growing up, and it was my grand's before that. So we passed it down, then it went to me, and now it is Thea's. So Thea gets it. So anyway, she has it in her room, and I don't want to get Thea in there because we don't want any of our kids in videos anymore. All right, anyway, let me introduce you to my roommates. We have got Shadow, we've got Cotton Candy, we have got Ashlyn, and we've got Goldie Sparkle. Isn't she beautiful? And we went on a picnic. Isn't that fun? All right, I will catch you guys later. Okay, ready for another tip? Let's do it. All right, another one is plan ahead, research medical facilities where you are going, find out how far they are from like where you're staying. Also check your insurance. Make sure that your insurance is accepted where you're going, or if you cannot find that out, you can call the insurance. You can call the medical facility that is going to be near you, find out what insurance they do take, and then you can tell your insurance, I'm going to be traveling and this is the area. What areas, can I use my insurance? And you can try to work it out ahead of time. Sometimes there's no way around it, and you just have to go wherever you are, and then work it out later. But if you have that information ahead of time, it kind of takes a little pressure off, and you won't hesitate going to the doctors or to a medical facility when you really need it. Because like in the back of my mind, I'm always worried that, wow, maybe I shouldn't go because I don't know if my insurance is going to cover it. I don't want to have to pay for this, and I put off going where maybe you really do need to go. So if you can figure out all of that before your travel, then it will take just a little level of pressure off, and if you need it, then it is there. So that is another tip. And welcome to Tennessee. I am still on my trip, and I'm enjoying every minute with the kids. Today we are going around and looking at different areas that I possibly might want to live in. So we've hit, 2 different areas so far? 2 different towns that are possibilities. One, not so much, a little bit too much rural, because I think you guys know why I get car sick. Yes, I do. It's just one of those things I have to deal with. So we're kind of looking for something with a little bit more flat property. I'd love to be near a lake, but that is not one of my priorities. We want small, easy to take care of. We don't want a lot of property where we have a lot of mowing and things like that, because we're thinking this is where we're retiring, and our bodies need to, we have to look ahead to where when we're in our hopefully prayerfully 70s and 80s, that we'll be able to keep things up and stay in our home for as long as possible. So that is the goal. So today we're out. We have seen the most interesting places. We saw I wish I would have grabbed the camera, but I didn't think quick enough. But we found a cute little cemetery that said, "Be sure your sins will find you out," And it's like, I don't know, just cute little things like that. But I'll try to capture some other stuff for you. We're on our way to the 3rd town, and anything I see that looks appealing or whatever, I will definitely bring you guys along. But for now, this is Jody signing off. so ready for another tip? Let's do it. Now this one seems to be like a very common sense, everyone should know this, but when you're actually traveling and you're trying to get from point A to point B, sometimes the little things get left behind. And one of those is rest and breaks. Plan rest breaks during your journey to manage fatigue and pain. And it is better to be realistic and maybe a little bit more over cautious than under cautious, because remember, you'll be tired from traveling, and then you'll be excited, your adrenaline will be going, and you're excited to see and do everything, and you might be tempted to, push a little harder, and you can get yourself in trouble. So plan for rest, plan extra times for maybe when you have extra pain. And don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it. Just do what you can. All right. Now another one is hydration and nutrition. Stay well hydrated. Bring suitable snacks or meals that align with your dietary needs. And sometimes, like when you're traveling, you are tempted just to, part of the traveling and the fun of traveling is just grabbing some of the good stuff along the way, like junk food, or, drinking a Coke when you never drink a Coke, or trying out new restaurants and different types of cuisine. That can be part of your journey. Well, if you have specific dietary needs, don't throw them out the door the minute you go on vacation or you're traveling. Remember the effects that your diet has on your body, and plan for when you are going to go off. Say, okay, I'm going to be traveling during this area, and there's a restaurant I really want to go to, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go off my regular eating plan, and I'm going to do that. But plan the meal right after that. Instead of leaving it open-ended, like, okay, we're gonna go to Mexican food there for a special that, and then you don't have the next meal planned, you'll be more apt to do it like, oh, we already blew it, let's do that one, let's do this, let's do that. So always plan your meal directly after you go off plan, after your cheat meal, because it just it gets your mind, you're all prepped, and you will be more likely to go right back on track afterwards. So there it is, and I'll be back with more tips and tricks. Okay, so today has been super, super good. We stopped at a picnic spot here, and we went ahead and drove to Knoxville, which looks like LA to me. It's okay, but I'm not really impressed. I would never want to live here because we're trying to get out of the city, which is what we live in now. So we want to get out of the city and we want to live in a more rural, like farming type area. So it's nice to see, nice to look at and stuff, but not for us. Now we stopped at a watering place for the kids to go to the bathroom. We had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and cherries, and what else do we have? Oh, and pistachios. Sorry, the trash guys going by. Anyway, we're gonna let the kids swim in the watering hole for a little bit, and hold on. Just waiting for this guy to go by. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, so we are stopping. We're going to swim for a while, and I brought my computer, my laptop. I got a hotspot on it finally, and I need to do some admin. I did not want to have to do any work while I was gone for this trip, but I have my photo shoot, which is tomorrow, and I'm super excited about that. And then I need to do some prep, and I need to go through a couple of contracts that Tony, my manager, sent me. So I am going to do that while the kids swim. But there's a nice little area where it's kind of dry, so I won't be getting wet. But I am getting some vitamin D and some sun. It feels so good. I did get one little silly patch of my arm burned, like around, because I missed sunscreen in that one spot. I don't know how I did it, but I did. Anyway, so I've got this little red round spot on my arm, but other than that, I have been just getting nice little healthy glow. At least I hope so. All right, that is it for right now. I will catch you guys later, and if anything pops up, I know that after this we are going to soccer practice. Levi has soccer practice. And then after soccer practice, oh, and during soccer practice, we are going to cop a squat at the picnic area there. And I'm going to do more work. I've got my computer and my camera and all my stuff. So I will do some editing and try to get ahead of the game there. And after that, we are going to a place called Dahlia's or something like that. Anyway, I guess it's one of the kids' favorite restaurants. So we're going to go eat dinner, and then we're going to go home, and we're going to watch the second half of The Rocketeers, because last night we watched the first half and we were all falling asleep. So tonight we're going to watch the second. And my son's at work until, I think he's going to be able to meet us for dinner. So I'm excited about that. Physically, I am doing really, really good. But yesterday, just let me tell you. Okay, so the day before yesterday, we had done a lot of walking. We walked, we went to the Lost Sea, and it has caves and a whole bunch of walking. Well, it had this one portion that went up, and they said it was equivalent of 17 flights of stairs. I thought the guy was joking. He wasn't joking, you guys. He was absolutely serious about it. So anyway, had to stop a lot. But afterwards, I was like in massive, massive pain. So that was not good. So that night, went to bed like here, it's 3 hours difference from where I live. So it was like 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. Tennessee time. But at our time, that would have been, what, 5 p.m. I went to bed, and I slept from 5 p.m. all the way around the clock to noon Tennessee time. Now, it would have been 9 a.m. California time. But still, I slept. I didn't wake up. And the kids let me sleep. They figured if I'm sleeping, it's been a big day. So I felt kind of bad because that whole day just was me sleeping and them waiting for me to wake up. So we didn't really have enough time to do anything special because of Nana. But it kind of told me how my body was needing the rest, and that really wore me out. So today we are taking it a little bit slower and relaxed, and yeah. But anyway, okay. I will catch you guys later. Okay, so ready for another tip? This one you have to do prior to traveling. Notify the airlines of anything that you need to assist you in getting like on the airplane. They will they are awesome about getting a wheelchair. And it doesn't mean that you have to be in a wheelchair and you can't walk. It just means that maybe you can't walk the distance of, where you check in, get your baggage, do all of that. Maybe it would just be a little bit too exhausting for you. You can do a preemptive thing and ask for a wheelchair. So contact your airport ahead of time, see what they have, ask for it. They'll put it in your information, and then remind them when you go in to check in, I have a wheelchair on stand. I am still in Tennessee, and we have been all over the place looking at property, checking things out, going to some interesting spots, and today we are at a cemetery. This cemetery has people buried clear back into slave times, which I think is pretty amazing, and they keep it up so well. They keep flowers on the graves, and I just love it. They have respect for the people that were buried here, the people that have been here. Some of the people aren't even known. They just have empty markers. So anyway, I think we're going to go into the far back where the oldest ones are, and Levi and I are trying to find the oldest marker that we can find. So I'm going to do that, and I'll get back with you. Wow, look at this. The woods over here. This would be a great place for Halloween. Wow, look at this. 1840, 1849. Look at this.
He hasn't died yet. Wait, no, yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. 1849.
No, but they usually, this is the date that they're born, and then usually it has the one that they died.
I know, but he's got to be dead. That's way too
Yeah,
old to be alive.
I know.
I think, and some of them, they don't, I don't know. And these are just...
They do it like that. Maybe they don't know when
And these are the ones that Grandpa was talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ones here, let me, okay, hold on. Wow, look at this. The woods over here. This would be a great place for Halloween. Wow, look at this. 1840, 1849. Look at this.
He hasn't died yet. Wait, no, yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. 1849.
No, but they usually, this is the date that they're born, and then usually it has the one that they died.
I know, but he's got to be dead. That's way too
Yeah,
old to be alive.
I know.
I think, and some of them, they don't, I don't know. And these are just...
They do it like that. Maybe they don't know when
And these are the ones that Grandpa was talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ones here, let me, okay, hold on. Okay, so this is very sad, but very cool. The markers that look like, I'm going to show you, like this, with no names, no nothing. It's all like just pieces of rock. All of this, all of those were slaves. And back in slave time, they were not worthy of a proper burial, so they just put a stone there, which I find quite sad. But I'm so glad that the Tennessee people here have honored them, and they put flowers there, and they keep it up. I love it. So anyway, let's go a little deeper and see what we can find. I'm trying to find one with a, see, these are all unmarked graves here. I'm trying to find one that has an actual marker on it that says,
1891.
That one's 1891.
Yeah, but the old ones are back here.
Yeah, this one's August 23, 1891. A lot of these are like wearing off.
1886.
18. So far, the oldest were the slave ones, and then the 1817, I think, was the...
No, 1887.
1887, 1849. More and more of the slave markings. Over here, the ones with just a stone unmarked graves. And that's nice. Someone, what is it? 1800 still. Yeah. So this one, 1815.
1856.
Yep. So I think so far this is the oldest one.
No.
I think there's more. Let's see, they have flowers still. Huh? 1853. Yep. So 1816, I think, is the oldest one so far.
No.
Yeah.
Where did you get 1816?
Yeah, the one right up there.
1856.
No, but 1816 is when they were born. They died 1856.
Yeah. I don't focus on the birth date.
I know, that shows how old when they were born in the early to 1800.
1790.
Oh, wow, 1790. Let's go look.
1790 to 1858.
Yep, that's crazy. Samuel Fraser Jr. He was probably one of the very first people buried here. Looks like maybe it was a family plot. What is that? One's all covered with dirt. Oof. Let's see. February 14th.
October 1836 is when they were
Yeah,
born.
that one's still. And then there's one that's tipped over. I can't see it.
That one I don't think I can do.
I don't want to defame anybody's grave today.
1809
1809.
to 1888.
This one looks like I can't tell.
It's a 4-person one. They're laying like this.
Yeah. Probably a family.
This is, I think, all the family because they
Yep.
put the rocks around
A
it.
family burial plot.
So this one, they were born in 18.
Yep.
Right up.
So anyway.
1836.
Yep.
Wow, this is
Anyway, I do not know why I'm always so interested in
1809.
cemeteries. 1809. Yep. So the oldest was
90. Wait, no, 1790.
Yeah, so the oldest was
They
1790
made a miscut on this one.
and stuff.
They made a miscut because it.
Yeah, that looks like
17-0.
looks like they tried to start over.
No, they did 1700
Mm-hmm.
as a miscut, but then they had to change it to a 9.
Huh. How sad. Anyway, I just think it's interesting. I love history. I think that our cemeteries can tell a lot about our history, how we take care of them, and the people and the families that were buried here are a lot of times the people that started the towns. Like, yeah. Okay, catch you guys later. Okay, this is your last tip. And most of the time, I'm pretty good about this, but I did have to learn this. So I'm going to put it out there just in case. Listen to your body. Pay attention to how you're feeling and adjust your plans if needed. Your health comes first. And there you have it, you guys. I hope that some of these tips and tricks help you to get out and keep mobile and keep going. Even if you feel like you can't, you can. So, I'll see you in the next one. It's me again, coming to you from Tennessee. This will be my last post from Tennessee because I am getting ready to get on the airplane to go on home. It has been a marvelous, marvelous trip. And using all the tips and tricks that I have given you throughout this trip. I hope will benefit you guys for your next trip. So, yeah. Anyway, I will catch you guys in a little bit to close out the vlog, but I just wanted to say happy travels to you, and I'll see you guys soon. And I am back in California. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, refreshing trip that was. I can't even begin to tell you what it did for my heart, but what it did for my body was even better. I don't know, it's just getting that fresh air and getting a lot of exercise and just a different scenery. I mean, here in California, it is so stressful sometimes. It's city, there's patches of, beauty all throughout it, obviously. My backyard being one of them and my front yard. But, like just everywhere you go in Tennessee, it's just beautiful. I just could not get enough of it. So anyway, that alone just completely it just refreshed me. And then we got so much fresh air, we got so much exercise. When I went to bed at night, I was just out, which for me is a miracle. So that was great, refreshing. And then I woke up the first morning. Funny story is I'm on California time. It's 3 hours later here than it is back there. Okay, so I didn't set the alarm. I just went to sleep, and I thought, well, I'll wake up when I hear the kids, right? No, kids were really quiet, letting on to sleep, right? All right, so I slept till 12 because my time, that's 9 o'clock. So I was still getting a sleep in, a lie-in, but I did not mean to sleep till noon. They probably thought, wow, Nana's really privileged there. But anyway, I got up, I'm like, why didn't you guys wake me up? And they thought, well, we just thought you kind of needed it. But then we figured out it was 3 hours later, so it wasn't as bad. Anyway, thought that was kind of funny. So, yeah, the trip, the airlines was great. We flew Frontier. I'd never used them before, but it was a straight flight. I didn't have any layovers, which for me is always good. And, yeah, our airport here there's three airports, and the one is not so bad, but the one in Atlanta, because we flew out of Atlanta, Georgia, and it's like a 3-tier thing. Oh my gosh, crazy, crazy, crazy. I did not know where I was going. I kept asking people, which way to this, which way to that, So finally I just started following the herd and I made it through, and I got to my flight on time, and everything was fine. But by the time I got in the plane, my spine was killing me because of all the walking. So this is another tip you might throw in there. Find out the layout of whatever airport you're going to be at. So if it's like what this one was, you might need a wheelchair, or you might need to just plan extra time so you can sit and rest here and there. So anyway, I'm back and I'm happy about it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to close out this vlog, this Tennessee vlogs, and travel tips and tricks for people with chronic illness. I hope that some of the tips that I've left throughout the video were helpful to you. If they are, if you found any worth in them at all, or you could maybe share it with a friend that maybe could use the tips, go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me. That tells the algorithm that you like the videos, and then they'll push out more of my videos. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. This was kind of a different vlog because I was out traveling, but I wanted to make it like some kind of worth in the vlog, not just me traveling. So anyway, if you'd like to join my journey, recovering from cancer, getting my body back in, getting healthy again, if you want health, wellness, inspiration, go ahead and hit subscribe. I would love to have you guys. Just love it. Join our family. We are so supportive and so loving. And if there are trolls in there, I have a moderator that tries to get them out as fast as we can, so nobody feels intimidated. Okay? All right, you guys. This is Jody, and I'm signing off.